can I just interrupt quickly and tell me to mind my own business if you don't want to tell me? I'm really curious what a lookalike earns for being a lookalike.
So I mean, I look at like on average, sort of like 500, £600 for a gig, which is about 3 hours work.
Wow.
That's like that. Yeah. I had one gig. I had one gig in South Africa where they came to me direct because normally they're through agents, whatever. So they came
Yeah.
to me direct and they said, right, we're filming this commercial out in South Africa. You know, we've seen your picture. We really want you to do it. You know, can you, are you free? It's going to be like 4 days filming out there, whatever. I thought, right,
Yeah.
this is it. This was probably, I don't know, when was it? 2017, probably
Okay.
2017, something like that. And they said, can you come out there? And I thought, wow, this is it. This is the one.
The break.
This is the yeah. So I said, okay, so so it's going to be £17,000 to fly me out there. I need to go business class, and I want a holiday at the end of it because if I'm going to fly all that way, I want to enjoy it.
They say yes.
So they said, okay, so we can do the holiday after. That's no problem at all. Um, the price is okay. Yeah, we can do that. But business class, do you mind? Do you mind if you fly freight? And I thought, fuck, mate, I'll go by rickshaw if
They
you want me
paid you
to.
17K to go to South Africa. I bet you couldn't believe when that email came in.
So I went there. Uh, And then I found out they actually got me over there 3 days beforehand, just because if I wasn't there, obviously the shoot couldn't go ahead. So she
Yeah.
got me over there earlier. Had my own personal chauffeur. They was making two tuxes for me. Made two tuxes for me, whatever, out there. And then they said, okay, we're doing this tying with Mercedes for the car that you're going to be driving. Can you can you do this day's photo shoot by this car? I said, yeah. I said, okay, I can do that. He said, yeah. We know we haven't actually, this is over and above what you do. So is it okay? Would you do it for another 2 grand? I said, go on then. In the shot, I had to hand the keys. So they flew in this like freaking Nicky Clark hairdresser to cut my hair, and he did 3 snips, took a selfie, and that was it. And then I had to hand over the car keys to somebody. Oh no, my hands weren't good enough, so they had a hand model. Got a hand model especially just for this shot. And then on the actual shoot, when we actually came to the shoot, I mean, there must have been 25, 25 crew there. I mean, this director there was really, a well-known director doing this shoot. The chap from the advertising agency, he was always he was well known for doing adverts that made a bit of a reaction, whatever.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was just based on in South Africa, they don't do you don't get points on your license. They don't come and put points in their license. So because of that, people drive, very fast and don't really take much into consideration. So
Right.
what they were trying to do was actually, if you drive more sensibly, your insurance would be cheaper. So you'd have like this little black box in your car. So much over here now with new drivers or whatever, little black box in there, and so basically I was just sort of like driving slowly. So that was the plan of it. Got over there, about 3 or 4 other actors. I wasn't allowed to drive the car, so I had my own double stunt driver to drive it literally 5 miles an hour, whatever.
Right.
The director, or not the director, the chap put it on and said, "Oh, I don't like his hair. I don't like his hair now. No, it's not right." They might have just cut 3 days ago. No, no, no. We need it sorted out. We need it sorted out. He's going to my hairdresser. Um, if he comes back to the hotel, because it was about an hour's drive to actually get to the set from the hotel. You had to be on the set early in the morning. I said, we need. So the woman in charge of it, she said, well, we need there first thing in the morning. He said, I tell you what, get his hair cut at my hotel, and then we can just get a helicopter and just fly.
As you do.
She said, no, Jim, the budget is already out of hand. We can't do that. We'll get another photographer. We'll drive Matt out on set. So I had my hair cut again. And then I got in the car and I just, so he said, okay, now just look in the rearview mirror. look moody, whatever. So the chap put it on. He was well happy. He took a picture of me in the car, sent it back to his mate in London, saying, "Oh, look who I've got over here! Wow, Daniel Craig." I thought, really? So we did all this there, and then the video comes out, and I'm in it for 3 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And then the joke was, 6 weeks after it came out, it got banned. Eon, the company obviously owned James
Oh, they
Bond,
shut it down, did they? Got the
said
legal
no,
team out.
it's far too close. Uh, but
That's a compliment.
that's a very good compliment. But the client was actually happy because obviously when anything gets banned, it's sort of like,
Yeah, yeah. The
and all this,
press.
yeah. So that was a cracking gig. And then after that, because that was in Johannesburg, and then I flew to Cape Town for 4 days, 5 days, had a little holiday there. Cracking job.
That's an unbelievable story.
Yeah, I've had some good gigs where you just money wouldn't get you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I,
It's been fun.
I'm glad I interrupted because that was a first class story.